They can see me.
I'm never motivated. I'm going to draw these and they can go as soon as math is over.
They can see me.
Italia.
Hi.
Is that 2 weeks in a row? Very nice.
That's not fair.
Ashley's
Let
not here,
tell
so
you
then
choose it.
another.
Let tell you
How's the
choose
league?
She got it. And someone who's not here.
Brooke.
Oh my God.
Hang on to these as soon as we're done with math today. You guys can go.
I have one Hawkeye in there, and I forgot to put my name on it. Oh no. And you drew it, and then you said it.
Earn another one. I would be happy to put
I only have
one
one
in
Hawkeye.
I only earned it for
Okay.
5, so that was 5 minutes.
there. All right.
Alright.
Here we go. So, we're starting a new unit today. And I'm really excited about this unit. You guys
I'm
are going to
excited
be
about
great.
chopping up my other one.
So,
That'd be fun.
What?
hang on to your questions for just a minute. Let me get started, and then if you still have questions, we'll chat.
I don't have any.
Okay? Hang on. Bailey, do you have an emergency?
No.
We've talked about that, but we'll talk about it a little bit. So let's keep going with math.
That's when you divide.
Okay, here we go. This, right? We need to talk about some very important vocab rules that go along with this sign today. Vocab words that go along with this sign. Let's take a look at our target for this unit. In fact, I'm going to have somebody read it out loud for us nice and loud. So everybody's eyes should be right up here on our target.
Okay.
Everybody's eyes should be right up here on our target. Riley, will you read it nice and loud for us?
I can
There's 2 parts to it, right?
define. Wait,
Do you want to come around?
probably.
Sorry, it's probably hard for you to read right there, huh?
I can define
Divisor,
divisor, dividend, and
Quotient.
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 quotient. I can divide whole numbers by 1 digit.
Awesome, thank you. So 2 parts to our target. And these were the vocabulary words that I was talking about just a second ago. Riley told us what we're going to define today. Divisor, dividend, and quotient. Raise your hand if you've ever heard of any of those words before. Have you? That's great. Okay, perfect. So, divisor. Does anybody want to tell me what a divisor is? Saraya. Yes. Yeah, the divisor goes right here. That's where our divisor goes. It goes on the outside of our division sign. Okay, how about dividend? Dividend. Nobody? Lizzie? Yeah, it's the one that's being divided. So our dividend goes in here.
Hold up. Just let me
Then what's the quotient?
just
Answer.
Number.
Lucas?
Is the quotient the answer?
Yes, sir. And the quotient goes right in there. Perfect. Now, I want you guys to actually write this in the cover of your book. We're not going to take time to get out our interventions booklet, so open up your cover. We'll make that be our quick vocabulary page. We're going to write this thing right here so we can remember. And then I'm going to give you some hints about how you can remember what these are. Okay, Connor, put your book away for now so you can read that with us.
Those are numbers. That's how you remember. How do you spell quotient?
It's right up there.
I know.
Thank you. You can just write it in that first cover. I would put it on the white part so I can see it, like the back of that cover page. But you put it wherever you'll see it and remember. Okay. I still see some pencils moving, so I'm going to wait just a sec while everybody finishes up.
This is so hard.
We will use these proper terms when we're talking about dividing this whole unit. So make sure that you know these. And this is how we'll remember. You ready? I want you to focus on this word right here, visor. Visor. The divisor is outside of the division sign. And we can wear a visor when we're outside, right? Those hats that block out the sun, we wear them outside, a visor, right?
Uh-huh.
The divisor is outside the sign. So visor helps us know that it's outside. Outside. Okay? The divisor, it's like it's wearing a visor because it's outside.
Okay.
Okay. The dividend, how we're going to remember this one is the word den.
There's a den?
Like
A den is a room inside your home, right? If you in some homes.
Like a family's a den. Like a box den.
Oh, like a fox den, sure, yeah. So
Family den.
it's inside. A den is inside, like a fox den, where they are living inside. So the dividend is inside the division sign. Right? Inside. Okay? These are the two that we have to remember. The quotient, there's not really a hint that reminds us. That one,
It's just already different. You just know the quotient goes on top.
yeah, the quotient goes on top. If I think of a way for you to remember that easier, I will. But if we know these two, then that last one should be easy, right? The quotient is the answer to a division problem. Okay? You think we're set?
Yeah.
I think so. And lucky for you today, really all we're doing is reviewing what you already learned in 4th grade. So we
Well,
will
Wait, are we
I
getting
forgot
our
what I
whiteboards?
learned in 4th grade.
Exactly. We might, Braxton.
So this is practically a brand new learning experience.
It is on. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Record the map.
Okay. I am erasing this. Does anybody still need it? Are we good?
Hold up. Record the map.
I got it. It's recording.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm just
We're
gonna
over
sniff
here.
up your noodle hair. It's not my fault. The camera's right there.
And the camera picks up it every time you talk. Isn't that interesting?
Wow.
Really?
I bet they could hear Riley from all the way over there.
All right. Okay. Focus back. Now, you learned in 4th grade different strategies for dividing. In 5th, don't be a smart aleck. Stick with me. No, I wouldn't say that.
You did.
Really.
That's not funny.
I'm waiting.
It kind of is.
If I have to pause again for anyone, you're going to owe me a Norm buck.
The whole class?
No. During 5th grade this year, we are only going to focus on the standard algorithm. Those are 2 big words that means just the normal way. The standard algorithm is just the normal way. Maybe, I don't know if it was the first way or whatever strategy you use, but this is the only way that we're going to do it in 5th grade this year. However, I will say, if you did learn different strategies last year in 4th grade and they're easy for you, you can use them. I'm just not going to reteach those, okay? But we'll review standard algorithm today. If you have other strategies, feel free. But right now we're just learning standard algorithm. And let's talk about these a little bit. We've got to review how to do that because I think that some of us might have forgotten.
I did, like, completely.
If I did a really easy one, and just to show, now I know that a lot of you know the answer to this, but let's just kind of go over the whole process, right? When we look at this problem, we can say 35 divided by 5, right?
7.
And what we're thinking of is, okay, if I had 35 of something, and I divided them into 5 groups, how many, our quotient would be how many would be in each group, okay? Or we could say how many times does 5 go into 35, okay? And division is just the opposite of multiplication, so if I find 35 in my multiplication chart or in my brain, because I know my multiplication facts, and I say, okay, how many times does 5 go into 35? Well, here's the 5, here's 35. It goes in 7 times. Another way to think about that is because we know that multiplication is the opposite of division. We could say, okay, 5 times what equals 35? Right? You with me? And what is it? 7, right? So, 5 is our divisor, 35 is our dividend, and our quotient would be 7. Now, we know this one because we already know 5 times 7. But we may get some numbers that are a little bit higher. What if I have 135 divided by 5?
17.
Let's go over the steps that we take to divide. I don't know how many times 5 goes into 135, and it would take me a really long time to count by 5 to get that far. So let's look at our process here. The first thing we do is we take this number and we see how many times it goes into the first digit of our dividend.
Once.
Does 5 go into 1?
No.
Oh, no, it doesn't. It's too big. So what we have to do now is we have to see, okay, let's take the first 2 digits. Does 5 go into 13?
No.
It does. Does it go in evenly?
No.
No, but that's okay. We just know that 5 is less than 13, so it will go into it. Not once.
Twice.
Twice. Kaylee says twice. Let's check. Let's do our multiples of 5. Will you count with me by 5? We got 5.
10. 15.
I'm going to stop right there because I think we're far enough. Okay, so 13 falls right in between those two, right? So, Ella, put your marker away, please. I want your eyes right up here with me. 13 falls right in between those two. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 3 is 15. Now, we can't go over. We can't go over. So, we have to go with our lower number, right? We have to go with 5 times 2 is 10. So, we're going to say it goes into 13 2 times, right? Okay. Roy?
It's actually rounding.
What's that?
Rounding.
Kind of. Yeah. Yeah.
Like rounding.
Andrew?
Look for like the number.
Yeah. We're going to just see how many times it goes into it. Not evenly, but without going over. Yes, sir.
That thing, that 2, it goes into it 2 times, but 5 goes into 135 20 times. That should be the first number you have, because then you eliminate 100 instead of only.
That might be a different strategy, and that's okay. This is the way that I'm going to teach it for today. Is I'm just going to go into 100 to 13. Okay. Some people might not know how many times 5 goes into 100.
20.
But what if it was 4 into, 635? It gets a little bit difficult to say how many times does 4 go into 600. So we're going to stick with this for now, okay? Okay, so we know that 5 goes into 13 2 times, right? Now our next step is
I know the answer.
we go, I'm just going to go through and model it for now, and then I'll let you guys take your turn, okay? Now we take these two numbers and we multiply them together. We say 5 times 2 is 10. That goes right here. And we subtract. Just these two. In fact, I'll move that line just so we know we're just subtracting these two. Okay, Riley, put your scissors away. It's not art time. And you're making a mess. So put those away, and I need your attention right up here on the board. Alexa, will you put that away for now, too? Because this is a brand new lesson. I need everybody with me.
Where are you at?
That's okay. I'm still going to watch just so you make sure that you got it down really well. Okay, now we subtract. 13 minus 10 is what, class?
3.
3. My next step is to say, does 5 go into 3?
No.
We actually are going to bring down the 5 that's right here. It comes right down here. Now we say, how many times does 5 go into 35? 7. We decided that last time, right? So I put my 7 up here, and I start that process over again, right? I multiply these together and bring the answer down here. What's 7 times 5, class?
35.
35. We know that. And I do the process again. I subtract. 35 minus 35 is 0, which means that we're done. And our answer is 27. Or our quotient is 27, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. What's your question, Braxton?
On 135 minus 10, why don't you just add another 0?
Say your question one more time.
So, if you do, instead of bringing down the 5, you could just add a 0. Like, you could just do 100 minus 35.
Do the arrow.
For some reason, I'm not understanding your question.
So,
You know how it's 10?
my fourth teacher says if there's a blank spot, just put a 0.
Yeah, fill in the blank.
And then
You could do that, sure. Yeah, would we still get 35? Yeah, for sure. That works. That totally works. Yeah. Connor.
I just took 135 apart. I divided 100 by 520, and then I divided 25 by 5.
you get 20 and then you get 7 and then you add 8.
That's great. Yeah, that totally works, Connor. And I think that's what Edgar was kind of saying as well.
I was getting that just because if you have this problem right here, you know that 5 goes into 100 and it goes into 35. So this is taking a really long time to do a simple problem.
But is it always going to go in so evenly?
No, but for this problem, maybe you should have chosen like 5 times 100.
I'm just trying to show the process. That's all. That's all. So just be patient with me as I show the process, okay? Bailey?
Yeah, whiteboard.
You have to have the 1 and the 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. So you add the 2. You add the 5.
Say that one more time, Bailey. If it doesn't fit,
4. 4 plus 3 is 7. 27.
We're breaking the brain.
yeah, so if it doesn't fit in this one, then you check the first 2.
So if it doesn't fit through the first one, then you have to add another one to make it fit.
Let's keep going and we'll see if we can answer that question. Or you can come up and point, because I'm not exactly sure what you're showing or asking.
If this thing cannot go through this one, do you always have to add the second one?
Yes.
And then?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, so since 5 doesn't go into 1, then we have to say we do the first 2 and we can say does 5 go into 13? Yeah, thank you. Riley, put that away. Okay, let's try it out now and see if you can do one with me. Get out your whiteboards and your markers.
I wish I had one.
That was all.
No, okay, so you know how, Lucas, so the 135, right?
Yeah.
Take away the 5 is 13.
Yeah.
1 minus 3 is 2. So you add the 2 up there. Then you put the 5 in. I don't care, they can hear it. It's a part. And then you do 1 minus 5 is 4, plus 3 is 7. 27.
Yeah, that's some pretty big brain math. Yeah, if I do say so myself.
Should I go tell her that? She'll move me up to 6th grade. Should I go tell her?
I don't know.
You say it, yes or no?
No.
No, not today.
How?
I know.
No.
So far,
I think we need another number.
That might just be see if it works on another.
It's true though.
Class.
Yes.
Okay, so we are jumping right into this today. In fact, all the examples that I have in my lesson are all 3 or 4 digit numbers.
What is that?
So, we really have to check our process today and make sure that we're all right.
And we divided by the lowest
Okay, so we're dividing this number, 1,284
by
6.
Dang it.
6. Now, some of you can try this on your own. I'm going to do it step by step. We'll check our answers together at the end. But if you're a little bit like, I still need to walk through it with the teacher, please, let's do it together, okay? Okay, so first we say, does 6 go into 1? No. Does 6 go into 12?
Yes.
Yes. How many times?
2.
2. So 2 goes up here. And if we had to check, we could list all of our multiples of 6, right? But I think we're okay. Okay, you guys you can put them down for now. We'll be just a second, so you just wait a second. Okay, then we do 2 times 6 is 12. Right, so we get that far. We subtract. 12 minus 12 is
0.
Our next step
Bring down the 84.
Bring down the 8, right? We got to bring it down. We can't be done yet because we haven't used these last 2 numbers. So we got to bring down the 8. Now we start our process all over. So the good thing is if you got that far, then you're good because you know all the steps. It's just repeating the same steps over and over. So here we go. We're going to start over. You ready? How many times does 6 go into 8?
1.
1 time. 1 times 6 is 6, and we subtract. 8 minus 6 is 2. All right, we got that far.
4. We need to bring down the
Now
4.
we bring down the 4. You're right. 4 goes right here.
Good morning, everyone.
Turn around, Miss Fisher. Good morning. And we start our process over again, right? Okay, next. How many times does 6 go into 24? 4 times. We put the 4 at the top. I don't want to go too fast. 4 times 6 is 24. We already know that. We put our 24 right here. And we subtract. We get 0. Is there any other numbers to bring down?
No.
And we're at 0, so are we done? We sure are. So our quotient should be 214. Is that what you got?
Yep.
Yay! Yes, Lizzie. Ooh, brilliant! So Lizzie said I also multiplied to check, which is a great thing to do. Let's try that out. What she's meaning is if I multiply 6 times 214, I should get this answer. And if I get that answer, then I know everything I did was right. Let's try it out. 6 times 4 is 24. Carry the 2. 6 times 1 is 6. Plus 2 is 8. And 6 times 2 is 12. 12. 84, 12, 84, 6, 6, 214. Everything matches up. We are good. Yes. Yes.
Again, you didn't bring the 4 down, which cost you a whole lot of time.
Andrew, if you can do it in a shorter way, you are welcome to, and that's fine. I'm gonna make sure that I teach this method to everybody right now, so that everybody understands this way. Okay? But if you have a shortcut that works for you and it works every time, go ahead and use it. That's just fine. Okay? Awesome. Any questions? All right, I'm going to give you one on your own this time. I'm not going to walk you through it. I want to see how far you can get. I think you can do it. Okay, you guys ready?
No.
I put the comma in this one. Don't let that throw you. Everything's the same. Just don't even worry about the comma.
Just like, don't worry about the decimal.
There you go. You try it, and I will come around and check to see how we're doing. 3,138 is our dividend. Our divisor is 6. There you go.
No.
We're going to 31.
Good job, Riley.
Yes.
You started from 16 to 3. Too high, right? How about just can 6 go into 31? How many times?
So that's 30. Remainder of 1.
By what?
5.
Ah,
36.
keep looking or just borrow one from mine really fast and then you can put it back when you're done. Good job, Kaylee. What's 31 minus 30? 31 minus 30.
1.
How about this? What's 1 minus 1? So 1. And 3 minus 3 is 0. Perfect. Bring down the table. Good. How many times can 6 go into 13? And what's 13 minus 12? Now bring down the. Good. Okay, how many times can 6 go into 18? Perfect. Good job, Riley.
The best of drawing the ribbon is right here.
I should have done
Wait, Mrs. Norman, did we change our reading?
Not today.
I thought we did.
What is
It's stick Captain America. It's a stick figure of Captain America.
I think we'll start.
Yep. It's stick figure version.
What is wrong with that?
That's so beautiful.
Oh, we're in the
It's not. If you could see, it's not. You do better than.
Okay, fine.
I'm confused.
Draw me some good bro.
Imagine this running after you. Imagine this running after you. I'm a big.
I threw an eraser at it.
I'm a big dog.
Whoa, Matt. You took your drawing?
Now start the process over. How many times is 6 go?
Not my problem. Not my problem. Anything to that is not my problem.
Did I draw my foot? I think I did.
I don't know.
Boom. It's so much better now. Take it back. Good.
Dang, no time.
What?
All right, class. I'm passing out
What is that?
our homework for today.
No, that is.
I didn't even do it right.
From what I have seen, you guys are doing great. Good. I'm passing these out right now. Go ahead and get started. We've got about 6 minutes. How about you do, for today, I'm going to be nice, just do all the odds. We'll see if we can finish today. We're just doing odds. If you would like to work with me at the back table, head to the back table and we'll work together for a little bit of time. We're going to finish at 9:30.
You're illegal.
I remember asking.
That looks like the dinosaur right here.
The guy from Fortnite.
Who's the guy from
It's the guy from Fortnite.
I think it's
Yo,